Hey there, fellow soil enthusiasts! It's your Soil Sensei here, and today we're diving deep into one of summer's most beloved fruits, the mighty watermelon. After years of trial, error, and plenty of sweet successes, I'm excited to share the techniques that have transformed my watermelon patch from mediocre to magnificent. Whether you're a first-time grower or a seasoned gardener looking to level up your game, this guide will give you everything you need to grow those Instagram-worthy melons that'll have your neighbors begging for seeds. Before we get our hands dirty, let's talk about what watermelons truly crave. These sprawling beauties are heat-loving, space-hungry plants that demand respect and understanding. Think of watermelons as the marathon runners of the garden world. They need a long growing season, consistent nutrition, and plenty of room to stretch their vines. Watermelons thrive in temperatures between 70 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit and require a minimum of 90 frost-free days to reach maturity. They're also incredibly thirsty plants, needing about an inch of water weekly, but here's the catch: they hate wet feet. This delicate balance between moisture and drainage is where many gardeners stumble, but once you master it, you're golden. Location truly is everything when it comes to watermelons. Choose the sunniest spot in your garden. We're talking full sun, 6 to 8 hours minimum. These plants are solar-powered, and skimping on sunlight will result in smaller, less sweet fruits. Soil preparation is where the magic begins. Watermelons prefer slightly acidic to neutral soil with a pH between 6.0 and 7.0. But here's what most gardening guides won't tell you. The secret isn't just in the pH, it's in the soil structure. I always create raised beds or mounds about 8 to 10 inches high and 3 to 4 feet wide. This ensures excellent drainage while giving the roots room to explore. Work in generous amounts of compost. I'm talking 3 to 4 inches mixed into the top 12 inches of soil. Watermelons are heavy feeders, and this organic matter will slowly release nutrients throughout the growing season while improving soil structure. Don't have enough compost? Well-aged manure works beautifully, but make sure it's at least 6 months old to avoid burning those tender roots. Now here's where I'm going to share something that took me years to perfect. My secret fertilizer approach that consistently produces 20-plus pound melons. Most gardeners make the mistake of over-fertilizing with nitrogen, which gives you gorgeous vines but disappointing fruits. The key is understanding the 3-stage feeding system. Stage 1 is what I call the nitrogen boost, and it happens during planting and the first few weeks of growth. I mix a balanced 10-10-10 fertilizer into the soil at planting, about 2 tablespoons per hill. This gives the young plants the nitrogen they need to establish strong vines. Then comes stage 2, the phosphorus power-up, which begins when flowers start appearing. This is when I switch to my secret weapon bone meal combined with rock phosphate. I mix 2 tablespoons of bone meal and 1 tablespoon of rock phosphate around each plant, working it gently into the soil. Phosphorus is crucial for flower development and fruit set, and this slow-release combination ensures steady availability. Stage 3 is what I like to call the potassium finale, and honestly, this is where the real magic happens. Once fruits are about the size of a golf ball, I side dress with a high potassium fertilizer. My go-to blend is 1 tablespoon of muriate of potash mixed with 2 tablespoons of compost tea per plant, applied every 2 weeks until harvest. Potassium is responsible for sugar development and overall fruit quality. This is what transforms good watermelons into truly great ones. But here's the real secret ingredient that most gardeners never even consider: Epsom salt. Yes, you heard that right. Magnesium sulfate actually enhances sugar production and improves overall plant health. I dissolve 1 tablespoon in a gallon of water and apply it as a foliar spray every 3 weeks throughout the growing season. The results really do speak for themselves in terms of sweetness and vine vigor. Timing is absolutely crucial for watermelon success. You want to plant seeds or transplants only after the soil temperature consistently reaches 70 degrees Fahrenheit. In most areas, this means waiting 2 to 3 weeks after the last frost date. Impatience here will cost you. Cold soil leads to poor germination and stunted growth. Personally, I prefer direct seeding because watermelons just don't love root disturbance, but if your growing season is on the short side, you can start seeds indoors 3 to 4 weeks before transplanting. Just use biodegradable pots that can be planted directly in the ground to minimize shock. Plant seeds 1 inch deep in hills spaced 6 to 8 feet apart. Yes, they really do need that much room, trust me on this. Place 4 to 5 seeds per hill and thin to the strongest 2 or 3 seedlings once they're established. The spacing might seem excessive when you're looking at tiny seedlings, but watermelon vines can easily spread 10 to 15 feet in all directions. Watering watermelons is both an art and a science. These plants need consistent moisture, especially during fruit development, but, honestly, overwatering is one of the fastest ways to ruin your crop. I use drip irrigation or soaker hoses to deliver water directly to the root zone while keeping the foliage dry. This prevents disease and, ensures efficient water use. During the first month of growth, provide about 1 inch of water weekly. Once fruits begin forming, increase this to 1.5 inches per week. But here's the critical part. Reduce watering significantly during the final 2 weeks before harvest. This concentrates sugars and prevents fruit splitting while intensifying flavor. Always water early in the morning so any moisture on the leaves has time to evaporate before evening. Wet foliage at night is an open invitation for fungal diseases, which can destroy your crop faster than you can say cucumber beetle. Prevention is worth a pound of cure when it comes to watermelon pests and diseases. The 3 biggest threats you'll face are cucumber beetles, squash vine borers, and fungal diseases like powdery mildew and bacterial wilt. For cucumber beetles, floating row covers during early growth provide excellent protection, but remove them once flowers appear to allow pollination. For established plants, beneficial nematodes applied to the soil help control grubs, while yellow sticky traps catch adult beetles. Squash vine borers are trickier but not impossible to manage. Wrap the base of vines with aluminum foil or bury vine nodes along their length to encourage rooting. This way, if the main stem is damaged, the plant can survive through secondary root systems. Crop rotation is essential for disease prevention. Never plant watermelons in the same spot 2 years running, and avoid areas where other cucurbits have grown recently. Good air circulation, proper spacing, and avoiding overhead watering go a long way toward preventing fungal issues. Nothing's more heartbreaking than cutting into a watermelon only to find it's not quite ripe. Learning to identify ripeness takes practice, but these reliable indicators will guide you. The ground spot where the melon sits should be creamy yellow, not white or pale green. The tendril closest to where the fruit attaches to the vine will turn brown and dry when the melon is ripe. Finally, a ripe watermelon produces a deep, hollow thump when tapped, not a high-pitched ping or a dull thud. Don't forget to cure your harvested melons in a cool, dry place for a week before cutting. This final step allows sugars to distribute evenly throughout the fruit, ensuring every bite is perfectly sweet. Remember, growing exceptional watermelons is a journey, not a destination. Each season teaches us something new, and every harvest is an opportunity to refine our techniques. I'd love to hear about your watermelon growing adventures. Drop a comment below sharing your successes, challenges, or questions. If this guide helped you grow better watermelons, make sure to hit that subscribe button and share this article with your fellow gardeners. Together, we can turn every backyard into a watermelon paradise. Keep growing, keep learning, and remember, great soil grows great gardeners.